Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there was a tiny candle sitting on a dusty shelf inside an old shop. Around it stood giant chandeliers, beautiful lanterns, and expensive lamps. Every day, customers admired the big lights, but no one ever noticed the little candle. One evening, the tiny candle looked around and whispered sadly, "I'm too small. I'll never shine like them. I'll never be important." The old shopkeeper heard those words, but he simply smiled and said nothing. That night, a powerful storm swept across the town. Thunder roared, lightning flashed, and suddenly, the electricity went out. The entire town was covered in darkness. The giant chandeliers and expensive lamps stood silent. Without electricity, they couldn't help anyone. The old shopkeeper gently picked up the little candle and lit its wick. A tiny golden flame appeared. The little candle thought, "My light is so small. It won't make any difference." But the shopkeeper carried it outside. A neighbor came and lit another candle from its flame. Then another, and another. Within minutes, dozens of candles were glowing across the neighborhood. The dark streets became bright. Children stopped crying. Families smiled with relief. The little candle looked around in amazement. Its tiny flame had become the beginning of light for everyone. Tears filled its eyes. "I always believed I was too small to matter." The old shopkeeper smiled warmly and said, "Never underestimate a small light. Darkness doesn't disappear because of the biggest lamp. It disappears because someone is brave enough to light the first flame." From that day on, the little candle never wished to become bigger. It finally understood that greatness isn't measured by size. It's measured by the difference you make in the lives of others. So remember this: never think you're too small, too weak, or too ordinary. Even the smallest act of kindness, the smallest step of courage, or the smallest spark of hope can change someone's life forever. Because sometimes, one small light is all the world needs.